Hi everybody, Becky here. Today I'm going to try and attempt to make a vegetable pie using shop bought puff pastry and also some good old roasties. It's in the oven, lots of veggies. I'm going to put some mushrooms on there, some onions, peppers, spinach maybe, a little bit of lemon juice, some thyme, if I have any that is, or something similar. And also roasts, as I said, lots of veg as well on the side, and a bit of gravy. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to take you along with me. Look forward to it. Right, I'm just going to get ready, take my top off, take my jacket off, get my apron on, and we'll get all ready to start. Right, see you in a minute, bye.
Oh, hang on, bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Back.
Okay, to start I'm going to grab some good old potatoes and we're going to put the roasties on because they take a little while in the oven. So I'm just going to chop these up. Might not be very interesting, so I might speed you up a bit on this occasion, but yeah, bear with me. Right, so I've chopped up some nice potatoes. I'm just going to pour some hot water on there. You can do it from cold though, we're just going to speed up the process a little bit. Obviously put a nice little bit of salt in there as well. As you'll probably get to know, I'm trying to be, trying to eat well. I know, roast potatoes are the best. And if you obviously want a slightly healthier option, I'd go for sweet potatoes. Well, I like a good old roast potato with a white potato at the moment, so sprinkle salts. Put them on to boil. So at the moment I am trying to eat vegan as much as possible. I have been vegetarian for the last 2 to 3 years, for the majority of the time, and I am just trying to take that a step further. So we are going to roast the potatoes in coconut oil. We use various different things, coconut oil, olive oil on occasions, and whatever else you fancy really, but we like coconut oil. So we're going to prepare the roasting dish, so we'll have to get that on and make that nice and hot, ready for when the potatoes are finished boiling, and we can put them in the oven to do their thing. So I'm just going to grab the coconut oil, good old coconut oil, usually is organic, which is great. So we have a good old dollop of that in there. And get it out. So as you can see, I've got a nice big dollop of coconut oil in there. Again, I'm just going to add a bit of salt in there so they make it nice and as crispy as possible and get the potatoes in there. Now that's going to go in the oven for all the time that the potatoes are boiling. So I'm going to come with me whilst we do that. So I've preheated the oven. So the potatoes are still doing their thing at the moment. They're going to take about 8 minutes. So while the potatoes are boiling, we're going to prepare all the other veg ready for boiling later. We've also got to prepare our pie. I bought some ready-made puff pastry, which does make life a little bit easier. And also the fact that many of the frozen pastries you can get in the supermarket in the UK at the moment tends to be vegan, but just double check, which is great. Just makes it easier. Righty ho. Right, we better cut some veg up. Okay. Another top tip when preparing vegetables is to have a bowl. Might seem simple, but just to put all your veggie peelings in there really, so it just cuts them all up nicely, so you can then either dispose of them as you wish really, whether you have a compost bin or in the bin, unfortunately. So I'm just going to pop that there. I'm just going to put all my potato peelings in there. So I'm going to prepare the veg for both the pie tomorrow lunchtime for Andy, who's my husband, for his hummus sticks, and also for just on the side really. We love our veg, you know, I love my veg so much, so we always have a lot. I also like to make another top tip for your lunch on a Monday, because there's nothing better than on a Monday at work having that leftover roast just to heat up in the microwave. Nothing better really, you know, it beats a sandwich. So I'm going to make enough to make sure I've got a roast for tomorrow. Okay, so the potatoes are coming on nicely and they're boiling away. I think we've got another couple of minutes on the timer, and then they will go into the oven. I've got all the veggies there, all lovely. We might add a couple more to them. I might add a couple of carrots and peas perhaps. I've got a smaller saucepan out here which I'll probably put the peas in. And then over here we've got all the veggies that will go on the pie. So we have a few mushrooms. Just zoom out a bit there. We've got a few mushrooms, we've got some spinach, a red romano, sweet pepper, onion, and then a little bit of lemon juice. So yeah, that'll be beautiful. Right. Again, I'm going to put all my peelings in my bowl just so they're all out of the way. Right, I'm just going to add a couple of these. So we've got some raw beans here. I'll add those in with the other bits. The veggies. Just cut off the ends. Put them in the right saucepan. So that's the timer for the potatoes, so we better put them in. So I'm just going to drain the potatoes, and then put them into the pasta pot. And we're just going to move them all around so they're all nicely coated with the coconut oil. I sometimes also use basting brush. That does a good job. Right. Add a little bit more salt. This is also where you can add any rosemary that you want to add or anything like that if you want to season them, or garlic. Garlic's a nice addition. Right, so I've got my oven gloves. These are going to go into the oven. I will set a timer for about 20 minutes and then we'll check on them, check they're doing okay. Brilliant. Okay, so now we've done all the veggies and the potatoes in the oven. I've put a 20-minute timer on there just to check them after 20 minutes, and then we can give them another twiddle around to make sure they're all nicely coated, just so they go nice and crisp. We're going to get the pie ready in just a sec, so I'm just going to prepare the sides really, just so nice and clean and tidy. Get the pastry rolled out onto a baking tray on some baking parchment, and then we can put all the fillings on. First, before we put the fillings on, we will need to just brown off the onions and the mushrooms. Mix it up with the lemon juice, with the other veggies, and then we can put it all in the centre of the pastry. And then we'll just fold the sides up, just so all the, all stays in the middle. And then we will put it in the oven to brown off. Okay, bear with. Okay, so I have just browned off the mushrooms and the onions just for a few minutes, just to sweat them out a bit. I am now going to just add to that the peppers. spinach, the lemon. Also obviously seasoning, so we'll do some salt, some pepper and some herbs. You can also obviously have garlic if that's what you fancy. I love garlic, but not today perhaps. I'm going to keep it quite simple today. So we're just going to add those in there and then we'll do the next step. Juice of half a lemon. So you can use whatever herbs and you'd like to add to it. I would suggest something like thyme. Today I'm going to add a bit of rosemary. There's also lots of things you can add, whatever you fancy really. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Obviously you can use fresh or dried. Add some salt. And some pepper. And we're just going to give that a quick mix. Okay, it doesn't look like it's that wet at the moment, but once you get all those juices from the mushrooms, from the spinach, from the peppers, and once they get to steam in the oven, it will add just a nice it'll be nice and moist. Obviously you don't want it too wet anyway, because obviously it's going in, don't want to make the pastry moist and damp. So that would be perfect. Right, let's prepare some pastry. Okay, so that's the time of the potatoes after 20 minutes. I'm just going to grab that. We're going to just toss the potatoes a little bit so that they're still covered in the oil again. Pop them back in. Okay, so with the pastry, I'm going to put a bit of baking parchment on here, and then that's going to go straight. The pastry, I'm going to put it straight on, put the veggies on, roll up the edges, and we'll put it straight in the oven. Entirely up to you. If you want to put a little bit of kind of grease underneath there, whether it's a little bit of butter, soy butter, or anything like that, just to hold down the baking parchment. That's fine. I think I should be alright. I'm just going to open up my pastry. I'm just going to place it on. And you might need to fiddle around a little bit with it. I've even got enough that I can make myself a little version for my lunch tomorrow. And just place that as far in the middle as possible. The other thing I sometimes like to add is leeks. Leeks are a good one, especially if you're trying to keep it vegetarian or vegan. Add a really nice flavour. One of my favourite vegetables. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just folding up the edges, just to give it a bit of crust, like leek size. A little bit of an edge. And then what we can do is we can then just move the veggies out so they cover the base of the tart. Add any more seasoning if you feel it needs it, any more salt and pepper, any more thyme, or whatever herbs you'd like. And now that's going to go in the oven. What I've done is I have set the timer again for 20 minutes just to check on the potatoes, and at the same time we can just check on the tart. I'll let you know how long it took in the end. Sometimes it varies depending on how much filling you got, how big it is, how, you know what it is. So we're checking it as we go, and then I'll let you know at the end how much time it took to cook. But yeah, what I think I'm going to do now is just clear up, wash up, tidy up, give the cats their second dinner because they are staring at me right at this moment, and then we'll catch up and see how everything's going. Two happy pussycats. The other thing I would say is obviously you would egg wash the pastry, but as I'm keeping this vegan today, I haven't done that. But obviously you can egg wash, which is what I usually do, but I'm trying to keep off the eggs, so no, not today. One happy me. Okay, so I'm going to start plating up in a minute. The veggies are just bubbling away, which is great. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. They're under there as well. And it's all looking good in the oven. Oh, lovely. Oh, sorry, it's steamed up a bit. I don't know if you can see that. Steaming. Yeah, so I'm going to plate up in a minute. I've finished my washing up. We're all nice and tidy in here. Yeah, so I'm going to get the plates out. I've got some gravy granules ready. I'm going to put some hot water in there in a sec. I've just boiled the kettle. And then we'll start plating up in just a moment. See you in a second. I'm going to get the roasties and the tart out of the oven because they look all done, looking good. I would say the tart has been in there for about 25 minutes to half an hour. And it looks nice and golden brown. Looking good. Also looking good. And I've also done a mini one for my lunch tomorrow, which was made out of the leftover pastry. I'm going to get one of my glass dishes that I use, put that in there and all the leftover veggies. Glass dish. And now I'm just going to dish up. Even a bit more left over. I'm just going to pop out the waste for now, just got a bit more room to dish up the veg. And they have everybody 2 massive plates of grub, and they say vegans don't eat well. And my lunch for tomorrow, right there. So we're going to go and enjoy this now. I'll leave some commentary at the end just to tell you how it went and how it tasted. Does look good though, so I'm very, very excited to go and eat this. Massive plates of food, and I'll see you next time. Thanks everybody. Take care guys, bye. Hi guys, I can report that the tart tasted absolutely amazing, and so until next time, leave any comments below if you've got any questions about the recipe or if you have any suggestions, and look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, thanks, bye.